I plagiarized my entire dissertation and I got caught. It just felt too big, too nebulous. I had no idea where to start. I kept putting it off and putting it off again, with no idea of what to do. I could have asked for help, but I didn't. How pathetic. I thought every other student can manage to write one, but you need help. Just fucking put your head down and do it. But I didn't. With 24 hours to go, I had nothing. So I found a dissertation on Google and I went through and changed it enough that I thought I could get away with it. I didn't. I have a hearing in a few days and I can't see any likely outcome other than being kicked out with no degree. I haven't told anybody besides a nice woman on the phone from Samaritans because I didn't know who else to call. She didn't seem to know what to say though, and I can't blame her. What is there to say? You fucking idiot. How did you not ask anyone for help at any stage? Why are you the only person who can't fucking write their own dissertation? I'm so ashamed. So ashamed. I can't tell my friends. Students have fun at university, but I feel as though there is an unspoken contract that everyone can do so because they are all working hard. I have broken my contract, and I cannot admit it. This shame pales in comparison to the shame I feel regarding my parents. I am dreading telling them more than anything. They have been nothing but supportive my entire life. They are wonderful people. They have given me so much help, sacrificed so much for me to get a good education, and I have spat in their faces. I am ashamed to be their son. On a parking lot I used to work, I would open the gate if they would pay me half the official fee. I used to have this job where you sit around in a little building that controls the gates on a parking lot. It had a window for people to come ask questions if they were lost, etc. I was usually alone in here, and I used to bring my laptop with speakers and just watch YouTube all day, blast music, walk around the lot, do nothing. Sometimes I drank beers. Best job I ever had. Anyway, the parking costs €10 on this lot, whether you parked for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Which was ridiculous. My justification right here. Sometimes people would come up to my window and ask where they could pay and how much it is. If no colleagues or supervisors were around, I would tell them you can pay €10 in the machine over there or give me €5 and I'll open the gate for you. Of course, everyone went with the latter. I didn't do this with everyone, usually only with foreigners or people who appeared lost to make sure no one found out. I think my best on a single day was about €100 to €125, which is a really nice bonus for a minimum wage job. Unfortunately, I wasn't always alone, so couldn't do it very often. Most of the days I did it, I stopped at around €50. I blew most of the money on beers and other nonsense, but I do remember buying €300 Nike Air Jordans that I loved and wore for years. Never got caught. Sorry, parking lot. I got the whole class in trouble, and because some idiot stole pencils, so in 3rd grade there was a girl that was annoying, got everyone in trouble, was rude, thought she was everything and stole pencils. She stole them for no reason. Every morning the teacher would let us come up to sharpen our pencils. She would go up and just takes them, not a single word. I sometimes was behind her and just thought again, really? How do you not have pencils? She did this every single day, and when someone actually needed a pencil, there would only be the ones that aren't usable. I felt bad for the teacher because she needed to replace them and the girl stole a lot of pencils, so I thought it would be time to get back at her. I cut a lot of tiny pieces of paper with the help of my friend next to me. It was pretty hard to do because we sat in rows of 3 and she was next to me, so we did that, and we would take a handful and drop our pencil and let the pieces of paper fall under her desk. The teacher noticed the paper under her desk and thought it was her. This worked out because she would cut paper sometimes and drop it all over, plus she always lied, so this worked out really good. We did this for 3 days straight, and the teacher blamed all of us, mostly the girl, and told us we couldn't go to recess until the person fussed up, which me and my friend didn't do. Everyone was mad, but we saw it as sweet revenge. I added Tabasco to Wendy's chili and used it to get second place in a chili cook-off. Title basically says it all. This wasn't a professional organized competition. There was some BMX event with a couple hundred people and they always have a chili cook-off. I'm not much for cooking, so I thought it would be funny to throw a bunch of Wendy's chili in a crock pot and see if anyone noticed. They didn't. I've been a vegetarian for roughly 12 years, so this was a long time ago. Cop pulled me over and I called 911 and lied to get out of going to jail. When I was 19, I was running late to work in my tiny Plaza economy car, and on fumes of gas I didn't come to a complete stop on a right turn. Lights behind me, so I pull over. I know I've barely got any gas at all and was almost to a gas station, hence why I rolled through the stop a little, trying not to have the car die. At the time, around 1995, a new digital phone had come out called Voice-Team, now TMOBILE, and their whole big thing was the phones were digital and not cellular. They were the first phones with color ID, and one of the big things the salesman had said over and over was since it was digital, the signal couldn't be triangulated or traced. Not that I cared, but it stuck in my mind. Well, as I give the cop my license, registration, and insurance card, I got an idea. I knew if I was late to work, I was going to lose my job. They were super strict there. So I get an idea, and right after I hand the papers to the cop and he's walking back to his cruiser, I called 911 and tell the operator I just saw a guy with what looked like a shotgun walk into a 7-Eleven that was about 2 blocks away. I confirmed the address, then I hung up. About 30 seconds later, the cops comes sprinting to my car and hands me all my stuff and rushed says, "Come to a complete stop next time," then peels off to the direction of the store. Pushed my car to the gas station that I'd almost made it to and felt pretty pleased with my ingenuity. I was an idiot, and I confess. Edit. Wow, this blew up. I forgot to mention I would have gotten arrested, booked and released because I was driving with a suspended license for unpaid traffic tickets, and I had a bench warrant for it. Because I'm an idiot. So it wouldn't have been just a few minutes late to work. The job was a physical high turnover one that didn't tolerate much. Thank you to the kind souls giving me these medals/awards. Don't think I deserve them, but I'll pass it along to those who do.